So now let's say the next thing, what is the combination of cells in series and parallel? So obviously for the combination of cells, we can say that a single cells doesn't provide the required current according to your application. So we need more current. So when you need more current, so in order to get a higher current, we have upon use a combination of cells. So there are different combinations of cells. So you might have seen in torch, transistor sets, automobiles. Yeah. So you can increase the current, you can increase the intensity according to that. So we have to use the different combination for your cells in series and parallel. So let's say now consider the cells in series over here. So obviously we know that the negative terminal of first battery or first cell, obviously battery is the combination of cells. The negative terminal of one cell is connected to the positive terminal of the other cell, and so on. So this process goes on and the cells are said to be connected in series for that particular case. Yeah, so this is how we have shown over here. Yeah, so how you will just show over here. So this is the voltage between A and C. So this one I can write it down. Obviously this is VA minus VC, so which is equivalent to actually VAB plus VBC. You can just verify also, VA minus VB plus VB minus VC. So obviously you will get the same result, that is your VA minus VC. Fine. So now in case of this VAC, this VAB, how you can write it down? Obviously you can write it down, that is a E1, that is a EMF minus I into R1. So this is one thing, and similarly for this another case, E2 minus I into R2. So you have to just E1 plus E2, then minus your I, and then in bracket R1 plus R2. So this voltage drop, yes, so this voltage drop you can say that, so this is E equivalent minus I into R equivalent. So this is the value of your potential drop, where you can say that, so this EMF of equivalent is E1 plus E2 plus up to En. So this is how you can write it down. So similarly R equivalent, you can write it down, that is R1 plus R2 up to Rn. Yeah, so by just putting this value, you can see over here you can get the required value for that your R equivalent, or you can find the potential difference across its n terminals when we are going to connect the cells in the series. Yeah, so this is how you can get the expression for your voltage finally when the cells are connected in the series. So similarly you can do it for the parallel also. So in case of parallel, so if you observe it carefully, the current I is going to divide it. Yes, so I is equals to I1 plus I2 now. So how it is going to divide over here, so how you should write it down for that particular case. Yeah, so now that we will see. So we will find the value of your I1 first of all over here, so which you have to write it down in terms of your potential. Yeah, so this is your E1 minus V upon, that is R1 plus E2 minus V upon R2. This is your I. Then how you can write it down? So this is E1 R1 minus V upon R1, so plus E2 R2 minus V upon R2. You can just make sure that you can take this E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2, then minus V common, 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. Okay, fine. So again further I will say for this particular case, then just shift it on this side. Yeah, so if I just write it down, that I is equals to E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2, then what you have taken that common, so which is V. Yeah, so this is minus V. Yeah, so 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. Okay, so just take this is V1 by R1 plus 1 by R2, then this is epsilon R1 plus epsilon 2 R2. Okay, and this is your minus I. Fine. So this is again I can write it down, R1 R2 R1 plus R2. Similarly for this one, R1 R2 epsilon 1 R2 epsilon 2 R1 minus I. So this V becomes, yeah, so this V becomes, obviously you can say that epsilon 1 R2 plus epsilon 2 R1. Yeah, again this is obviously you can say R1 plus R2, and then this one becomes, this is your minus I. Fine. So this minus I as it is, then this is R1 R2 upon R1 plus R2. Okay, so that is the value of your V that you can just write it down over here. So this is obviously, this is your E equivalent minus I into R equivalent. Okay, so this E equivalent, so what we have written over here. Okay, so this is E1 R2 plus E2 R1. Okay, and this R equivalent is obviously that is 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. So this is the potential difference, so that you can calculate in case of this parallel combination over here. So this is about the N cells which are you are connected in parallel. Then this is the value of your voltage or the potential drop that you will get across its N terminals. So let's say now derive the condition for obtaining the maximum current through an external resistance connected across a series combination of cells. So let's say the EMF for each cell, the EMF of each cell is nothing but E. So it's like that. So for N cells it is N into E. Yeah, so you can say simple. So the total EMF, since all of them are connected in the series over here. So generally what we know that, so obviously this is I is equals to V upon R, so that is NE upon R. So this is NR plus external R. Okay, so this is also how you can just write it down, the value for your I over here. Yeah, so this is the value for your I, or the expression for your I. So if NR is far greater than that of your R, so this is also you can say that, so this is NE upon NR. So this is equivalent to the current which is flowing through one cells, or in second case also if R is far greater than that of your NR, so we can also say that, so this is NE upon R, so which is N times the N times of E upon R. So that is how you can just find the expression for the same, where I'm just connecting the conditions for the current where N number of your cells they are connected in the series for this particular case over here.